What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boxing Facts over Fish. I need you guys to do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. Showtime Shawn Porter, who is the WBC champ, who just defeated Danny Garcia for that vacant title, will be fighting Yordenis Ugas March 9th, 2019. I'm looking forward to this fight. I think it will be an exciting fight, but there will only be one winner, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Guys, this is not a hard fight to predict. Showtime Shawn Porter, we usually call this guy the running back, but the guy, Showtime Shawn Porter, is the real deal, man. The guy comes to fight every time. I mean, he's beaten some of the best guys in the business, including he recently just beat Danny Garcia. Showtime Shawn Porter is not a walkover. He's not a pushover. He's the real deal. I don't think he beats the likes of Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, but the way Keith Thurman was looking last time, I think he could get Keith Thurman if they get that rematch. So Shawn Porter is looking like the man to beat. But I still don't think he beats the likes of Errol Spence or a Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence is too big, too strong, and he goes to the body. Terrence Crawford is too fast, too furious, and he's just an excellent boxer, and he hits hard as well. But right behind those guys, we have Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter has been in there with some very notable guys. He's beat up on Phil LaGreco. He's beat up on Devin Alexander, Julio Diaz, Paul Manaji. His first loss came to Kell Brook, who got stopped by Errol Spence Jr. He's beat up on Eric Bone, Adrian Broner, gave Adrian Broner his second loss. He lost to Keith Thurman. He's beat up on Adrian Granados, Danny Garcia, Andre Berto, and now he's about to beat the shit out of Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas, all those guys I have mentioned, I can't see Yordenis Ugas beating those guys as convincingly as Shawn Porter beat those guys. You know, the only guys he lost to was Keith Thurman and Kell Brook. Yordenis Ugas has a record of 23 wins, 3 losses, 0 draws, and 11 KOs. He's ranked number 1 in his country out of 5 guys. He's 32 years old. He has 26 fights. He's ranked number 9 in the welterweight division. He's orthodox. Stands at 5'9", a few inches taller than Shawn Porter. Guys, this is not a hard fight to predict. This guy, Yordenis Ugas, has lost to the likes of Amir Imam, who lost to Jose Ramirez. He's lost to Emmanuel Robles. His only notable wins was against Thomas Delorme, who just beat up on Jesse Vargas, in my opinion. And then Ray Robinson. He knocked out Ray Robinson, which was a good win, but not impressive. And now Yordenis Ugas is fighting for a title. I think he needed to fight another big name and look good against them before he fight for the title. For him to fight for the title right now, I understand everybody deserved their title shot. I think it's a little too soon if he wanted a title shot. But he's 32 years old, so it may not be too soon, but I'm just saying he's not ready for the likes of Shawn Porter. This is an easy fight to call. I'm not going to come up here and say Shawn Porter just completely blows this guy out of the waters. But I won't be surprised if it does happen, because Shawn Porter is levels above this kid. Shawn Porter beat the shit out of Yordenis Ugas. I mean, if you're going to bet your money, don't bet your money on Ugas. Ugas is definitely going to lose this fight 100%. I guarantee it. Skills pays the bill. Shawn Porter may not be the most skillful person, but he's a little bit more skillful and a little bit more levels above Ugas. Ugas is not world-class level yet. He hasn't beaten anybody at that world-class level yet. He's not ready for the likes of Shawn Porter. I honestly believe Shawn Porter is going to run through this guy like a knife slicing through butter. He may stop this guy. Shawn Porter is a great fighter, guys. Shawn Porter is one of those guys that don't get enough credit. He had a very, very tough fight with both of his losses was very, very close fights. His loss to Keith Thurman was very, very close. That fight could have gone either way, in my opinion. His loss to Kell Brook, it was very close as well. So Shawn Porter isn't no pushover, man. The guy is the real deal. But you guys haven't really been tested. I've never seen this guy really tested before. Like I said, the only two notable wins he's had is Ray Robinson and Thomas Delorme. He hasn't beaten anybody of notable name other than those guys. You understand what I'm saying? And the two guys he lost to, I think Shawn Porter would dog walk those guys. So if you think there's going to be an upset in this fight, then you may need to go and watch these guys fight again. And you may need to go and look at Shawn Porter, and don't underestimate a guy like Shawn Porter. Yordenis Ugas has not fought guys on the level of a Shawn Porter. This is his first step-up fight, as in fighting for the title, fighting an elite challenger. He does not beat a Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, first defense of his title, he's going to give Yordenis Ugas another loss, guys. He's going to give Yordenis Ugas his fourth loss. He's already lost 3 times. So he's going to lose another time to make it the 4th time. Shawn Porter is going to show us why he belongs at the top. He belongs with guys like Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. And Shawn Porter is an elite level fighter. But there's just something about Terence Crawford and Errol Spence that just separates themselves from the pack. Shawn Porter would just always be behind those guys. But everybody else underneath them, Shawn Porter beat the shit out of them. That's just the way it is, guys. Shawn Porter, I got Shawn Porter winning this fight. I'm going to go ahead and break down how this fight goes. Shawn Porter is a fast starter. I remember Shawn Porter versus Danny Garcia. Shawn Porter came out guns blazing until Danny Garcia started countering him, and he slowed down a little bit and started to box. But Shawn Porter is gun blazing, man. He comes out willing to take your head off. He don't care. The only time I seen Shawn Porter get put down was against Adrian Broner, but he got caught with a left hook that he never saw coming in the 12th round. Shawn Porter beat the shit out of Adrian Broner for 11th round, and only the 12th round he gets put on his arse, as the UK fans say. He got put on his arse by a left hook from Adrian Broner. Just snuck it in there. I mean, Adrian Broner, if he fights every round like he fights the 12th round, he'll win every fight. But Shawn Porter got put on his arse. That's my first time seeing Shawn Porter hit that canvas. But Shawn Porter is a very good fighter, guys. Then we all know Shawn Porter had that crazy battle with Keith Thurman. I mean, he even hurt Keith Thurman in that fight. He hurt Keith Thurman to the body. That's how I know Keith Thurman will lose to a guy like Errol Spence, because Keith Thurman isn't really good down there in the midsection. So if he's fighting a guy like Errol Spence, Keith Thurman will die in that ring. Errol Spence will break down his body. I've never seen Shawn Porter hurt to the body. And we still don't know how good Yordenis Ugas' chin is. I mean, his chin has held up against guys like Emery Mon, but he lost to Emery Mon. So we don't know how good this guy is. If he was as good as we think he is, he would have beaten the likes of Emery Mon. But he's stepping into a different level of caliber opponent, which is Shawn Porter. But I have to congratulate Yordenis Ugas, coming out of Cuba, 32 years old. This may be his only shot at a world title. So I think he's going to show up, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to take the title from the champ. I think Shawn Porter is going to be the champ for a little bit. I don't know how long he's going to hold on to that belt. I would like to see Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford, since he doesn't want to fight the likes of Errol Spence. And we've already seen the Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia fight, so we don't want to see those fights again. We want to see new fights. The fight that I want to see after Shawn Porter and Yordenis Ugas. I want to see Shawn Porter versus Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is going to beat the shit out of Amir Khan on pay-per-view. We all know that. I mean, these fights, I'm not going to say they're so easy to predict, but it's just obvious, man. These guys are levels above their opponents. The 50-50 fights hasn't come yet. The 50-50 fights will be fights against Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. I don't know if it's going to be a 50-50 fight with Shawn Porter and Terrence Crawford. Maybe 60-40. Shawn Porter has been proven at welterweight, but he loses to Terrence Crawford. Kind of like that with Errol Spence, Shawn Porter, 60-40 in favor of Spence. But it's not a 50-50 fight because we all know Spence will win that fight. But hats off to Yordenis Ugas, man, for getting this title shot. I hope he puts on a great show. I hope this fight lives up to the expectation because a lot of people believe this fight is going to be one for the books. Yordenis Ugas, he looks like he's going to bring it. But I don't know how much he's going to have in the tank to be able to go as much rounds as he can with a Shawn Porter that gas never runs out. His engine just continues to keep going. I got Shawn Porter winning this. Guys, I got Shawn Porter winning this fight. Or either stopping this guy in the mid-rounds. I said about 6 to 7 rounds, Shawn Porter can TKO this guy. I won't be surprised if Shawn Porter get him out of there earlier. But if it do go the distance, I see Shawn Porter winning this fight by unanimous decision. But guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. Boxing Facts Over Fiction.